Well, hello, I'm Bill, the dog is Zeus, and we're with Sand Viper Adventure. And we're headed out to the Ozark-St. National Forest out in Arkansas, planning to do a little camping and maybe some fishing. Planning to camp alongside the Mulberry River. If I can't find a space there I'm happy with, I know I can head up into the bluffs and get on one of the side roads off the forest roads and find me a nice dispersed camping spot, and we'll camp there. But looking forward to doing the camping thing. Gonna video a little bit of it for you. I've tried a couple times to do a time lapse of setting up my campsite, and so far not successful with that, so we're going to try it again. And hope to bring you guys along. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Just a quick panorama of the campsite here in the Wolf Pen Recreation Area in the Ozark-St. Francis National Forest. I'm the only camper in this campground. There's 6 sites, and I'm the only person down here, which is exactly what I was hoping for. There's the camera tripod. I'm going to set up time lapse to take pictures of me setting up the campsite. Now, the trailer I've already leveled and detached from the Jeep, but other than that, we're going to get the rest of the setup on camera. Well, had a kind of an adventurous morning, and due to no prior planning, I don't have any video to show you from it. But I do have some photographs I took, and I will attach those right after this little segment, and you can see those. But what I did was I went out originally to go hike a trail that was on All Trails app, and I hiked the trail, and it wasn't at all what it was cracked up to be. Couldn't even see the waterfalls from where the trail said it was going to go. And then once there, I said, okay, what do I do now? And so I mapped out a route on the forest roads and the county roads up in the woods, and it was going to take me up along a ridge line and then back down about a 30-mile trip, 25 to 30-mile trip, I think. Went from, gosh, I don't remember how to tell you where I was. But anyway, I was just off of Mulberry Creek on Highway 215 in the Ozark National Forest. And I went up into the hills and looped around and ended up in Ozark. And so if you look at a map, I may even try to screenshot a map and post it in here as well. Hello, Zeus. I'm in the middle of a video. Anyway, so took that run. Took me about probably 3 hours. And there were a couple of segments there where I was really glad I had 4-wheel low and a lifted Jeep. I had to cover some pretty big rocks in the middle of the road that if you didn't have 4-wheel drive and didn't have some ground clearance, you wouldn't make it. So I had a lot of fun, ran into a couple of folks on 4-wheelers, and they warned me of a guy coming my direction in a pickup truck that shouldn't be on the road at all. Never saw him, so at least he didn't break down on the road, and hopefully he figured it out and turned around and went back the other way. So had a lot of fun. Really exactly the kind of thing I'm hoping to do as we make our travels, is to just sort of wander off and explore a little bit, and not get too crazy adventurous, but have a good time. So I did that this morning, getting ready to sit down for some lunch. Got bratwurst and Fritos and a couple little things. Going to eat that. And then I think I'm headed to the river. Going to try and see if I can catch a fish for dinner tonight. I brought way too much food, so already I'm going to be taking food home. If I catch fish, that'll be even more food I end up taking home, because I'll eat the fish and take something else home. But as I'm planning ahead to future trips, this is giving me a good idea of how much food I'm really going to eat on the road, and I packed way too much. So it's all a good thing. I've got probably a week's worth of food in the cooler, and I only have out here for 2.5 days. So until I talk to you again, this is Sand Viper, and we're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying it. That was the sound right outside my door for 3 days. What a beautiful place to stay. Really, really enjoyed it.